Welcome back. It's good to see. I can't see you. It's good to be seen by you, I guess. Hi. We are in chapter 6 of Proverbs today, starting at verse 1. My son, if you become surety for your friend, if you have shaken hands and pledged for a stranger, you are snared by the words of your mouth. You are taken by the words of your mouth. So do this, my son, and deliver yourself, for you have to come into the hand of your friend. Go and humble with yourself, plead with your friend. Give no sleep to your eyes, nor slumber to your eyelids. Deliver yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, and the bird from the hand of the fowler. Okay, he's like, don't become surety, don't become a, I got stuck on the word. But if somebody needs a loan, and they're like, no, it's okay, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough credit, but this person will vouch for me. A cosigner, that's what it is. Don't become a cosigner. It's not good. It's not a good idea. If you become a cosigner, then your reputation is based on whether or not somebody else pays their bills. And the reason that you had to become a cosigner is because the other person didn't trust them to pay their bills. And not only do you have to trust that they pay their bills, you have to trust that if they don't have enough money, they'll come to you and say, hey, I don't have enough money. Can you help me pay my bill? And the other person will drag you down with them. The person who needs the cosigner is not someone who can be trusted with money, obviously, otherwise they wouldn't need you in the first place. And so don't do it. It's not a good idea. Even if you have the money to lose, it's not a good idea. In fact, if you, let's say someone says, I need, $1,000 or whatever a month on rent, and I could do it, but the person doesn't trust I could do it, so I need a cosigner. Then what I would do is, if I really love that person, let's say it was one of my children, and I wanted them to be able to have this apartment or whatever, I would pay the rent and have my child pay me. Because if I say, okay, I'll be a cosigner, you pay the rent, then if my child doesn't pay the rent, I get in trouble. They could take my house, they could sue me for my stuff. When it wasn't my fault, it's not, well, it is my fault because I would have said yes, but it's not because I didn't pay, it's not because I was irresponsible, it's because I backed somebody who was irresponsible. So if I paid the rent $1,000 a month, then I'm paying the bill, and I tell my child to pay me. If that child gets behind, then it's between me and my child, and not between me, my child, and some person I don't even know. So let's keep debts tight and close, because that's just wise. Solomon says, hey, it's wise. Don't do that. And if you found yourself in that place, get out as soon as you can. That's the second part of that section. Get out as soon as you can. Verse 6 says, go to the ant, you sluggard. Maybe it was Rehoboam, because he calls him a sluggard here. He says, go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise, which, having no captain, overseer, or ruler, provides her supplies in the summer and gathers her food in the harvest. How long will you slumber, O sluggard? When will you rise from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall your poverty come on you like a prowler, and your need like an armed man. He's like, don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Look at the ant. It didn't say go to the ant. He's not expecting to physically go over to the ant and say, what do you want me to do, ant? He's like, look at the ant. They don't have anybody looking over them. They all work. And Solomon's the king. He knows all about bureaucracy. He knows that in order to get people to work, you have to have overseers and managers and captains and rulers to get everybody to do their job. But he's like, ants don't need that. They just do their job. And so don't sleep, work. It doesn't mean you can't rest after working hard, but don't be lazy. So first, don't be a cosigner, and now don't be lazy. Two very important points. Because if you're lazy, your poverty will just come upon you. You'll be getting further and further behind, and you won't realize it because you're busy being lazy. And then all of a sudden, bam, you're poor. All of a sudden, you don't have what you thought you had. And it's hard to wake up and see that one day. So it's better to just work hard all the time. And then you've got the savings in the bank, not because you're saving, think, oh no, I need to rely on this, but just because you're a hard worker. And people like hard workers. They'll ask you for you to help, and you'll get even more jobs. You'll be more prosperous working hard than being lazy. And although that should be obvious, to a lot of people, they're like, I don't need a lot of money. I just want enough money to do what I want to do, which is nothing. And nothing you think is free, but sometimes it's not free because you still need to eat, so you still need to live someplace. And if you're not careful, you'll lose all of that. All right, well, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.